An inverted single crown fork from Fox Factory was one of the big talking points from Sea Otter this year. Fox remained tight-lipped around plans for this project, codenamed RAD, but I wanted to know more, and who better to help me dig deeper on this topic than everyone's favourite World Cup suspension guru, Jordi Cortes. So, is this fork a breakthrough in suspension technology, or just a rehashed gimmick from times gone by?
I think there's definite benefits to an upside-down fork. There's also strong drawbacks that are never going to be overcome. I've always been kind of anti, just because of what's been around. It will be something cool to play around with. And in certain situations, I think it's going to be amazing.
Drawbacks?
Weight, by far. There's just, with stanchions down at the bottom, you have to run fork guards, brake routing, a lot of things change. So it's just a little bit more of a headache.
No doubt developing a completely new product from the ground up was going to be a huge challenge for Fox. Overcoming the challenges of excessive weight while still maintaining stiffness must be a tricky balancing act. Disregard the internals. What about simple things such as brake cable routing and mud guards?
We've done a decent job of it, but we're still trying to figure that out. And at first, the fender thing comes up, and it's like, you can't do a low fender, which means you're stuck with this fender mounted in the steer tube, which is
like, moto.
It's moto, yeah, but it's also a big sail sticking out there that some people aren't going to want to deal with.
This isn't the first time a big player has tried the single crown USD approach. Back in 2003, Marzocchi launched the Shiver SC. There's a bit of nostalgia for you. With 120mm of travel and a 20mm through axle, it was coil sprung and weighed around 2.2 kilos. This was more than 2 decades ago, and Marzocchi, now part of the Fox Factory family, had proven this was a genuine alternative to the industry standard. So if Fox really see value in this far from groundbreaking fork design, what took them so long?
I think part of it is tradition. Like, we're steeped in what we've been doing. Again, I don't think it's going to be for everyone. And it does what it does really well. But it's heavy.
Sure.
There's just no way around it.
There we go. Weight clearly is an issue, but could there be benefits when it comes to unsprung mass?
Yeah. It's also incredibly supple under braking and full load, like big e-bikes now. Things are getting heavy. And on steep trails, on the brakes, the fork works just like it was cruising around on the flats. Like, it's unflappable.
Interesting.
Yeah. In that kind of scenario, it's pretty impressive.
Combined with the new Grip X2 damper tech, perhaps this could be the perfect time to flip the gravity suspension world upside down. But would Jordi choose one of these prototype forks for himself?
I don't know. I'm going to race Squamish Enduro, and I'm debating running that fork because it's pretty chunky, but unknown still.
Okay.
I'm not going to bring it to Europe as my daily.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much pedaling. Like, at races, we'll always do a ride in the morning.
Is that the new 36 for you?
I think so.
The Europe fork?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That fork's phenomenal.
So it appears Jordi's still a little on the fence with this one, still preferring the tried and tested design of the 36, but as he said, there's clearly a time and a place for one of these. Steep, chunky terrain is probably optimal. However, Asa Vermette may have disproved that theory already at the Sea Otter downhill race, described by Nico Mullally as a
BMX track with a bunch of high-speed tucked sections mixed in.
This fork can absolutely perform in the right hands, and I, for one, am very excited to see what eventually comes from the Fox Factory. The question is, when will us normies get our grubby mitts on a pair of these, and will they ever reach production? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, I just want to say that less than 3% of my viewers are subscribed to the channel, so please consider clicking the subscribe icon below. It really makes a big difference for the growth of the channel so I can keep making more content like this. Talking of content like this, check out my first look at Jordi's favourite fork, the all-new Fox 36. I flew all the way to Arizona for this one, so it's worth a look.